to deliver this speech called Vote of Thanks as the chairperson of the National Organizing Committee of NECOF 2012 held in January 2013. As we wrap up the activities marking the end of NECOF 2012, I will not help but begin by thanking Almighty Allah for the gift of a very unique and illustrious son of this land, the pride of Africa, a champion of peace, progress and development, a visionary leader who cares for and values the youth of this country and their very essence to the evolution of the new Gambia. Under a dynamic and innovative leadership, I would therefore wish to seize this opportunity, unique opportunity for that matter, on behalf of all the youth of this country, the Gambia, to fervently thank His Excellency, Sheikh Professor Dr. Alhaji Yahya A.J.J. Jammeh for the exclusive funding of NECOF 2012. His Excellency has not only supported this national endeavor with physical cash, I talked about 2.5 million the other time, but he also further quantified his magnanimity through the donation of 21 bulls, 1,211 bags of rice, 168 drums of oil, to mention just but a few. This is one of the numerous clear manifestations of the love that our able leader of this nation have for the youths of the country, the Gambia. It is true that the youth of this country could not repay His Excellency the President for his support and generosity, but we can promise him one thing, that is, His Excellency, we shall never look back on this moment with any iota of regret whatsoever. Mr. Chairperson, honorable ministers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the aim of NECOF 2012 is to promote youth participation in the productive sector of the economy, creating an endowed youth to their cultural roots, to further, in order for them to realize their life's dream and aspiration. Essentially, NECOF 2012 had been a week of gainful socialization and ambience, a week of dialogue, a week of experience sharing, a week of cultural integration, above all, a week of learning, planning, and production. The theme of this year's NECOF, as was announced over and over again, is directing and reorienting youth participation toward the productive sector of the economy. Reference to this theme, conference delegates, comprising of young people from all 7 administrative regions of this country, the national youth organizations, stakeholders, and participants from the sub-region, Senegal and Guinea-Bissau, have been engaged in a 5-day productive and interactive dialogue. The conference has developed resolutions relevant to the attainment of the aims and objectives set forth in the National Youth Council Act of 2000 and the National Youth Policy. I would hereby like to make a special appeal to the Ministry of Youth and Sport, the government of the Republic of the Gambia, partners and all stakeholders, that we must not allow this very hard labor of our young people to gather dust in our office drawers. I want to appeal, therefore, that we read these resolutions and take appropriate actions. We must together as a nation play a productive role in the implementation phase of this resolution to ensure that the dreams and aspirations that we all set for ourselves as a nation is realized by translating our wordings into action. Mr. Chairperson, this year's NECOF is a NECOF with a difference. We did not only bring fashion and style into the event, but we ensure that every aspect of NACOF is a learning point for the young people. Each region was tasked to embark on a research on the masquerade they present during the masquerade dance competition. I must confess that I personally marvel at my own ignorance with the reference to some of the historic facts that surfaced during this presentation. I wish, therefore, to recommend the Masquerade Archive, a NACOF 2012 Masquerade Archive at the National Youth Council, National Council for Arts and Culture, for research to enhance a national archive. Other activities that the NACOF had committed itself to in the cultural subcommittee is just being presented. When I say beautiful, is an understatement. In fact, I have a dash in my speech. These ladies, describe them for me. Ladies and gentlemen, these talented young ladies here had convinced all of us that we can still rely on our women. Similarly, we have sporting par excellence, ranging from football, volleyball, basketball, wrestling, draft, and the rest. I must confess that not in the history of my known life that I had participated in any event with this much of a colorful sporting event, and there was no conflict at a magnitude that cannot be handled. In fact, there were only open calls from various people, but no problem. To all the participants of NACOF 2012, I wish to urge you not to only carry the stories and good memories of this national event, but to maximize the utility of the new relationship you must have built.
My colleague, the Honorable Minister for Justice, and my big brother as well, Honorable Governors here present, Deputy Governors here present, the Honorable National Assembly members here present, senior government officials, beginning with the Director of Budget coming from the Ministry of Finance, staff of the Ministry of Youth and Sports and its satellite agencies, the National Organizing Committee, the Local Organizing Committee, the Alcalo and the Almamo of Bantanto and Bansang, the Chief from Janjambure, the Green Youths, beginning with the youths coming from the APRC Bureau, and the youths here in this region and all other regions, conference delegates, NACOF delegates, the security, the police band, the scout band, Red Cross, the principal of this good school, Bansan Senior Secondary School, and its entire population, the students, and all other protocols duly and respectfully observed. Alhamdulillah, once again, the Honorable Governor of the region, our host, I took note of a statement in his speech about somebody who provided starters. I want to reveal here that one of my colleagues, in fact 2 of them, had overstarted with the starter when we began this program, to the point that they could not resist the temptation when His Excellency extended his generosity with the bowls and the food items, that they had to travel back to the combos so that they can come back and be fresh enough to continue with eating. Because when the food came, because they had overstarted with the starter, there was no space. They had to travel back to Banjul and come back. We are very much honored by their presence, the honorable ministers, in fact, starting with